We knew that something needed to be done in a different way. The old-fashioned way of developing a product wasn't going to work here.
I've heard an expression over the years that goes, "We're all in sales," or "Sales is everyone's job." Well, the same goes for innovation. Innovation shouldn't just happen in startups or some corporate innovation hub. It shouldn't be designated to one group of people or department. We should all have a chance to innovate, whether it's launching completely new products and services or just improving day-to-day tasks. But for many of us, we don't have the authority to change things. And even if we did, we don't know where or how to begin. Well, in 2017, I met Christy and Maya from Rosetta Stone. They had recently joined the company to launch not only a brand new product, but to do it in a completely new market for the company. Christy and Maya had so much on the line. Their reputation as well as the team, as well as the future of the company. They knew that the real success would come from not just launching a new product, but changing the way that work happened inside the company and their team. Well, I'm so excited to share this video with you where I talk with Christy, where she shares her really inspiring success story of using design sprints to spark a culture of innovation inside Rosetta Stone.
I'm Christy Shelley. I am Senior Director of EL Curriculum at Rosetta Stone, and we were brought into Rosetta Stone to shake up the market for English language learners. We knew that something needed to be done in a different way. The old-fashioned way of developing a product wasn't going to work here. For both of them, their main flagship programs had been around for over 20, 25 years. And so they had never really done what we were about to do. We learned just about what a design sprint was, and that was something that was new to us. We had never done one. And, I obviously read the Pretty Blue Book to learn more about it myself and thought, I could do this. I could lead one of these. But that wasn't what I was an expert in. And so we were able to find you, Jay, and I actually interviewed a few people, and you were the one that led with the most thought-provoking questions that really got us to even start pre-planning the product more than we would have without those questions.
And so when you were sharing the ideas around design sprints, sort of like evangelizing them with leadership, what were some of the questions or concerns they had?
Well, first there was syntax that needed to be cleared up because the word design and the word sprint is used differently, right, within the company. Mm-hmm. So that was very confusing for them. And I think when this went out in an email, there was a lot of confusion around that. So that had to be cleared up day one, what exactly is a design sprint. Mm-hmm. I think that, there was just questions about what it was. Obviously, the financial part of it was a huge thing. We were coming in brand new, and we're asking them to put down a lot of money and invest into something. But once we discussed the reason, the purpose, and the results that could come out of this, I would say it was probably, we got 75% of them on board. That other percentage, we were like, just trust us. And so we were able to move forward. But
a lot of groups struggle to put that sort of upfront effort. Mm-hmm. They don't want to spend the time and the money up front. They want to show me the value and then we'll invest in it. So how did you get past that conversation?
Again, ask for forgiveness rather than permission. I went to each individual person first and asked if they would be able to commit the time. And then we asked their managers. We were able to pull from a variety of people in the company, which was great. And interestingly enough, there are maybe 4 people that were in the design sprint that are actually still heavily involved. The rest do other things. Some have left, but for the most part, I would say there's about 4 of us that are still very heavily into the development of the program. But I like that. I wanted people from different parts to come in and give their insight to this because it's hard to see the picture when you're in the frame. And I think that having those other eyes in was really valuable during that time.
But when leadership looked at this, when you guys step back and look at the history of what from running that first sprint through launching in the last month or so, have there been any reactions in terms of how it was really different from how the group how the company had worked previously? Was there any big like light bulb moments that said like, this is so much different and so much better than things that we've done in the past?
With any company, it can get political, right? There's a lot of permission to get, a lot of red tape to get through. But Maya and I were sure to carve out our own space and just kind of do things in this path versus the old path. And so I think once it was scary for some of them that did the old way, but once they saw that we could start here and end here, I think they appreciated it more.
I see. So there was some risk that you you and Maya stuck your necks out to say, we believe in this.
100%. But I will tell you, if they ever have a brand new product, I guarantee they will do it this way again. We developed this product. I mean, if you were to say from the design sprint to finish in 2.5 years, it's amazing. We just did it. We just went in and did it. And it is now something that is talked about throughout the company and how successful it was.